This video is in continuation with the previous one where we learned how to enable the IP forwarding and also how to add the DNS server IP addresses on the NIC. Hello everyone, my name is Arun and let's get started. Today we will learn how to change the subnet of a VM and also how to change the network security group of a network interface. Okay, as I said, this is in the continuation of the previous video, but I was doing something and it got rebooted, so I've lost all the variables. So let's get the variables done first, and we are not going to talk each and everything because it has already been covered in the previous video. Easy network, come on, no intelligence. All right, interface, okay, cool. Resource group, no intelligence, dude, yeah, ARG name, that's the name. So this will help me to get the information of my network interface, which is connected to this VM right now, where I'm working right now. This is the Azure VM and this is the network interface of this VM. All right, we all know IP connects to the network interface. It's the network interface which is associated with the subnet with the help of IP addresses. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to get the virtual network information into a variable. VNet is equal to get AZ virtual network. No, virtual, come on, no, not hub, but the network. I rely too much on the intelligence, and I think it's not a bad thing. It is actually a good thing. It will help you to not mess up with the spelling and all. And it's okay. Virtual network, let's get the resource group. That's the trick. Let's get the resource group first so that you would have the very limited option to choose from for your network interface. If you want to get the information with the help of PowerShell, you are welcome. Go ahead and learn how to do it just the way we did for the NIC in the previous video. So here I have the information of my virtual network in this variable. Okay. Now the thing is, if I do $vnet, here it has all the information of my virtual network. As you see, I just hit the enter by mistake. If I hit dot and type subnets, it will give me the information of my subnets. If I type dot, okay, there is no name, hit the enter. There are like so many subnets it is giving. There is a name. Okay, so you can see subnets dot name. If it gives the information, there it is. We got 4 subnets here. You can see Azure Bastion subnet, AD subnet test, and gateway subnet, and default subnet. Right now my VM is inside the default subnet. Okay, I'll show you as well, and we'll try to move this to the AD subnet test. Okay, all right, so all right, I just logged into my portal, and this is the VM, ARG VM, and this is our NIC. You can see ARG VM 392, and this is the default subnet, as I said. Okay, so if you go here under the network ARG VM 92 IP configuration, you can see right here, and from here we can change on the portal. Okay, but we're learning PowerShell, so we'll do the PowerShell. Don't worry about the IP and the public IP. After this video, I'm going to delete it anyway. Okay, so let's get started. Get back to the VM, inside the VM. Here we are. Now we need to move this thing to a different subnet. So let's get the subnet information inside the variable so that we can put it in the string and we'll get the relevant or required output. Subnet config, we need subnet config. No, subnet config. Okay, name of the subnet, ad subnet test. I'm writing this from here. And from which virtual network? It is right here. Cool. So let's get the information of subnet. Cool. Now, what we need to provide the ID of this subnet to this NIC and set the interface, okay, network interface. So let's do this. And I see dot that's the same thing we did for the IP forwarding and all. IP configuration, we have only single IP address, so the index is 0. Okay, and let's get the subnet dot ID so that we can change the subnet ID with this subnet. Okay, let's run it. If you didn't get it, let me try to explain it again. The same way nic.dns server in the previous video, nic.dns settings in the previous video, all the properties of nic is here under this variable. So we got the IP configuration property. 0 says the primary IP address. We only have the one IP address, so that's okay. And subnet ID is the IP address which belong to this subnet. That's the ID. So with the help of this, we are going to change the subnet ID so that our machine would go to a different subnet. So let's run it. And once this is run, we all know what you gotta do. You gotta update it or set it. Nic set AZ network interface. Okay, need to run that as well. All right, it's running. Let's go to the portal, refresh it, go to the IP. See, it is 192 and this is the 80 subnet. It's already been done on the portal, but from the PowerShell, okay, I lost my RDP as well because I was working from the inside of the same VM. So it's been done. So there is one more learning. Subnet can be changed with the help of portal and PowerShell. And once you change the subnet, so of course the IP is going to change and it will reboot the server. So I was inside the same machine from where I was running the PowerShell commandlets. That's why I'm out now. I cannot see that machine anymore. It is rebooting, or maybe it has already been rebooted. Okay, so that's how you change the subnet from the portal, from the PowerShell. So my machine has lost, so we'll do the NSG in the next video. Thank you for watching. You have a good day. Bye bye.